to share this with you. About 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, I dressed so beautifully. I can remember I wore a pair of black heels and then a daughter dress, so beautiful. I installed my own hair. I didn't drive that day. I booked a boat. I went to a rich hospital. I said I want to see a psychiatrist, a therapist, whatever. I want to see someone. I need to talk to someone. And they were like, oh, I need to book for an appointment. Nobody knew where I was. I didn't tell anybody where I was going. I didn't take any of my cars. From there to Accra Psychiatric Hospital wasn't far. I picked another boat or a taxi, boat. And then I went to Accra Psychiatric Hospital. I sat down. When the nurses saw me, they were like, huh? If you see me by then, I was more prettier than I am now. One nurse walked to me and then she asked, hi, what's your name? I mentioned my name. And she was like, how can we help you? There were a lot of people that were looking at me. What's the problem? I said, I need to see a doctor. I need to see a therapist. I need to see a psychiatrist. I need to see someone. And she was like, what is the problem? I said, I need to see someone. So I didn't pay anything, no, but they jumped me. They gave me this VIP treatment because people were not believing that this lady. So I went, I saw the doctor. The first thing he told me was that you are so beautiful. I said, thank you. Then I sat. That day, I cried my heart out. I cried so much that at a point, like, the tears were not coming. As I narrated everything I was going through, I told the doctor, see, even before I got to that point, right, there were days that I begged God that, God, let me just sleep and not wake up. And the reason I didn't go with the car was because I didn't want to cause harm to myself that it will affect others. I wanted to die, but I don't want it, like, let's say there's an accident right now. I don't want anybody involved. So after telling the doctor everything, he was quiet. I needed to talk to someone who didn't know me, who wouldn't judge me, who is not my friend, nothing. And then he was like, okay, so we need to book you. I think in Kolibu or something like that for 2 weeks. I said, doc, if you book me now, they'll think I'm going crazy, but I know I'm not going crazy. I'm just going through it.